I think this year's Sports Personality of the Year is really exciting. I think basically because Britain has achieved so well this year in so many sports, and particularly with the Olympics, which are a major success. I think the last couple of years it's not been that interesting because there hasn't really been that much fantastic British achievement. But this year we've got the 7 Olympians, and then we've got a tennis player, a motor racing driver, and we've got the boxer Joe Calzaghe, who won last year. Now, I think if you actually look at it, it probably comes down to 4 main contenders. I think Andy Murray, Lewis Hamilton, Rebecca Adlington and Chris Hoy. Now, personally, I know that Andy Murray gets a lot of bad press, but I think one of the most amazing sporting events of this year was whenever Andy Murray beat Rafael Nadal in the semi-finals of the American Open. Just to see him achieve that level of tennis was just absolutely out of this world. And I think that started to win over the British public. Also, he did fairly well at Wimbledon, although Rafael Nadal, beat him well in the end. I think Andy Murray does get a bit of a bad press because he is a bit sultry and he's not particularly good at communicating. He doesn't smile very much, and his dress sense isn't particularly great either. So I'm not sure he's going to win it this year. Also, he didn't really win anything big. He didn't win a major. So maybe in a couple of years' time we'll see Andy Murray right up there. I think Lewis Hamilton is a really convincing contender as well. I mean, he's won the Formula One World Championship, and if you look back, actually, there's been 5 British drivers who have won this competition, and every one of them has been voted Sports Personality of the Year. So motor racing drivers are very popular with the public. Also, the hugely dramatic way in which he won it. Basically, in the final Grand Prix at Interlagos, where at the final corner he overtook one of the other drivers to get into 5th place, which he needed to win. It was just so dramatic that it's sort of imprinted on our minds. And I also think as a personality, it's not just about sport, it could be about personality as well. He's got everything. He's charming, he's good looking, he's very easy with the press. The press really like him. Now, he did get a little bit of a glitch in the summer where he made a few mistakes. He said a few things to the press that he shouldn't have done. But I think that overall as a package, I think he's transcended all that. Now, I think these guys have got a slightly unfair advantage because they're competing every year, whereas the Olympians only get a chance once every 4 years. And that's why I think I would like to see it go to one of the Olympians. I think we've got Chris Hoy, who just everybody took to their hearts. Just the sheer power, the sheer speed and strength of the guy. He won 3 gold medals, which is unprecedented by a British Olympian. He won 3 golds at this Olympics. He won 1 gold at 2004, and he won a silver in 2000. So he's got longevity as well as actually seeing the outstanding achievement this year. The one I'd really like to see is Rebecca Adlington for a lot of reasons. She's the first British female to win 2 golds at an Olympic Games since 1908. The first British swimmer since 1960 to win a gold. And she was unlucky because her first event was screened at 3 a.m. in the morning. She didn't get a lot of people watching her, but whenever we saw it the next day, we had this new name, Rebecca Adlington, and for me, watching the joy in her face and the excitement, the celebration whenever she won, that to me was one of the most heartwarming moments in British sport. And she went on. She won her 2 golds. She actually could have won 3 golds, but they rested her for the semi-final of the 4x200 metre relay, and the other girls, they didn't qualify for the final, so she missed the chance of winning a 3rd gold. She may not have won it, but that's how I'd talk her up as well. But for me, I just think in terms of her personality and in terms of her achievement, I think that's absolutely massive as well. So that's what I would like to see. I would really like to see Becky Adlington win. I've got a feeling that Lewis Hamilton might. I've got a feeling that if you look, the swimmer hasn't won it since 1962. A cyclist hasn't won it since 1965. The British public tend to like motor racing drivers. So I think he might win, but I'd love to see Becky Adlington win.